Here we go, part 3, ladies and gents. I'm sorry I had to break this down into 3 parts, you know what I mean? But time is money, so here we go. Yeah, I was talking about Koshai Galaxy, you know. This guy, like I said, was knocking out everybody, you know what I mean? You know, this guy used to fight out there in places like Indonesia, Thailand, out there in Asia. But, you know, this guy, you know, he'd bring massive crowds. You know, he'd have like 100,000 people come watch him, you know what I mean? He was a legend out there, you know, out there in Thailand, you know what I'm saying? You know, he fought guys like Armando Castro, you know what I mean? He even retired with an impressive record of 49 wins, you know what I'm saying, including 43 wins in a row against only one defeat, and 41 of those wins came by KO, you know what I mean? He's one of the best super flyweights of all time, if not the best super flyweight of all time, you know what I mean? You know, he beat guys like Esriel Contreras, you know what I'm saying, Rafael Orono, you know, and he got into the Hall of Fame in 1999, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's, like I said, he's one of the best fighters to come out of Asia, you know what I'm saying? Okay? Alright, I ain't got too many more guys to do, man. Alright. Did Chris John. So let's talk about the greatest fighter to come out of the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? Before we heard of any guy by the name of Manny Pacquiao, you know, there's a guy by the name of Pancho Villa. Pancho Villa is the first world champion to ever come out of, he's the first world champion to ever come out of the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? And he was a flyweight, you know what I mean? Pancho Villa, he came out here. He's a guy from the 20s, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do know. Pancho Villa is a guy from the 20s. You know, he fought guys. Who did he fight, man? He fought numerous people, man. That was kind of that was not kind of. That's definitely beyond my time, beyond, you know what I'm saying? Before my days. But, you know, he's a guy who fought in the 20s. Career record of 77-4, 22 KOs, you know what I mean? He was a flyweight champion, and he was a short guy, you know what I'm saying? 5'1". You know, he became the first Asian to win the World Flyweight Championship, and that was in 1923. You know what I mean? He won numerous titles in the Philippines, then he came over to the States, and he won the flyweight champion by knocking out Jimmy Mighty Adam Wilder of Wales, you know what I'm saying? He knocked him out in the 7th round, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's in the Hall of Fame. He got in the Hall of Fame in 1994, you know. I know the name Pancho Villa. I'm not going to front like I do know his history from top to bottom, but I do know he is recognized as probably the greatest Filipino boxer ever. If it ain't Manny Pacquiao, it's definitely the man Pancho Villa, you know what I'm saying? He was a guy who used to be, when he came over to the States, he would fight a lot of his fights out there in San Francisco in the Bay Area, you know what I mean? You check it. And the man died, you know, the man died from poisoning caused by an infected gum from his wisdom tooth, you know what I'm saying? He lapsed into a coma and he died the following day in 1925, you know what I'm saying? And this guy died young. He died 17 days short of his 24th birthday, you know what I'm saying? So unfortunately for him, he passed away. But, you know, he's a guy, like I said, he was fighting in the 20s, and up to today, we still talk about Pancho Villa when we talk about the greatest fighters to ever come out of Asia, you know what I'm saying? You check it. Now, you know, the last but not least, you know, I compared all these guys to a guy like Manny Pacquiao, you know what I'm saying? And I asked, is Manny Pacquiao the greatest fighter to ever come out of the Philippines, you know? What's Manny Pacquiao's record? I think it's like 58-6. I think he has 6 losses, you know what I'm saying? Who'd he lose to? He lost to guys, Juan Manuel Marquez. He lost 3 fights before he came in the, or was it 2? Before he came to the States. Marquez, Them two fellas. Lost to Floyd. Lost to Bradley, one. And won the he lost Eric Morales. The man Pacquiao I think has 5 losses. If he has, I'm sorry, 6 losses. Might be 7. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. But the man Manny Pacquiao, he's been to the titles. He's been a WBC flyweight champ, and also the lineal champ at flyweight. He's a IBF super bantamweight champ at 122. He was never a champion at 118. I think I know why. A guy by the name of Tim Austin was down there, you know what I mean? Even guys like Mark Too Sharp Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, he's a featherweight champion, a lineal featherweight champion when he beat Barrera, WBC super featherweight champ. I think that's when he beat Marquez. He's a Ring Magazine and Junior Light, a super featherweight. That was 130 at Junior Light, and also he was a lightweight champ. That's when he beat David Diaz. You know what I mean? Junior welterweight. That's when he got the Ring Magazine belt when he beat Ricky Hatton. WBO welterweight, man, he's held that numerous times. He's probably gonna win it again when he beats Jesse Vargas. And WBC super featherweight, super welterweight. That's when he fought Antonio Margarito. You know what I'm saying? Now the man Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion, is definitely the most accomplished fighter to ever come out of Asia. You know what I mean? The fighter of the decade for the 20s. You know what I'm saying? He's a fighter of the year, 3-time fighter of the year by Ring Magazine. Best fighter of the year, has won ESPYs. The man Manny Pacquiao has fought also. These other guys I mentioned, they might have had numerous title defenses, okay? Some guys had numerous title defenses and whatnot. But, the man Manny Pacquiao didn't stay at too many divisions for too long. And, that might be something his detractors might say. But I think when you also look at these resumes and these guys, we also have to consider who these guys fought. And in my opinion, those names on Manny Pacquiao's resume are greater than all the names than some of these fighters from Asia have fought. Whether it was Yoko Goshikan, whether it was Chris John, or Nonito Donaire, Pancho Villa, all these guys that I've mentioned in this 3-part series of is Manny Pacquiao the best fighter out of Asia. Manny Pacquiao's name's on his resume like Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he lost to him, but he has Shane Mosley's, Miguel Cotto's. He has, who else does he have? Tim Bradley, Juan Manuel Marquez, you know what I'm saying? Barrera, Morales, you know what I'm saying? He has guys like Leduabo, who he beat for the world title when he came out here to get that IBF 122 strap. So he has a lot of names in his resume, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying these other guys don't have names because I wasn't around when they were fighting. But you could go ahead and look it up for yourself. And I think, in my opinion, I made this video, to pose a question: is Manny Pacquiao the greatest fighter to ever come out of Asia? And in my opinion, I think he is, man. I think he gets a lot of hate and ridicule. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. People, he's still kind of the butt of the jokes for that. Because he always keeps saying he thinks he won that fight. You know what I mean? You check it. Maybe if he was gave Floyd Mayweather credit, people would lay off of him. You know what I mean? But regardless of what you think of Manny Pacquiao, regardless what you think of him, the man is an ATG, an all-time great. And the man, in my opinion, is definitely the greatest fighter to ever come out of Asia. You know what I'm saying? You check it. These guys like Kokai Galaxy. These are some of the best names to ever come out of Kosai Galaxy to come out of Asia. Young Miu Wu. You know what I'm saying? Jungkoo Chang. We even have guys like Pancho Villa. You know what I'm saying? Numerous fighters have come out of Asia, but I don't think any of them. Masashiko Harada, that's fighting Harada from Japan. You check it. All these guys, I don't think none of them hold the candle to the Manny Pacquiao's career. You know what I'm saying? Some might not agree with me, Well, you can let me know in the comment section if you agree with me or not. But I think the man Manny Pacquiao is definitely the most accomplished fighter to ever come out of Asia. He's definitely was transcended and crossed over and bridged the gap between the Philippines and the United States, and he made his bones out here in the United States, amassed millions of dollars, and you don't come out of poverty like he did, okay? Come out of poverty being like he just said, he used drugs when he was a teenager, and I'm not judging him for that. Come on now, Aaron Pryor, Sugar Ray Leonard, all these guys, even all these guys, Alexis Arguello, Joe Calzaghe, all these guys have used drugs in their career, man. I don't care nothing about that, because guess what? We just knew about that from a article in Boxing Scene. Before that, Manny Pacquiao was still a great fighter. So I think he's the greatest fighter to ever come out in Asia. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with me or not. And if you don't agree with me, please let me know who you think is. All right? B Marsh Boxing, thanks for listening. If you like the content, please hit that thumbs up. And please subscribe if you're new to the channel and share the video. Thanks for listening. One.